Welcome to the Mental Insights Podcast. This is your host, Brendan Cutuli, and this is an informatory podcast episode just to inform you all about what the podcast is going to entail and a little bit about myself to really create a common relationship between myself and the audience so you all know who I am and my true purpose within this podcast. So I'm 22 years old, and I've been fortunate enough to become self-aware and mindful in my own life and learned that helping others is a true ecstasy within my own life and something that truly lets myself wake up every day and see the purpose within my own life. So currently a project that I have is called Metamorphosis that I co-founded alongside Mark Metry. And what this organization is to provide awareness within mental health and as well try to help reduce the struggles that people are going through within their own mental health, really aspirations through improving lifestyle changes and exercises within their own life, whether it be meditation, mindfulness, yoga, nutrition, all of these values we try to instill through daily challenges. So I'll post information below so you can seek out that project that we're currently spearheading right now. And besides that, I basically have just thoroughly enjoyed developing my own self and trying to reach my full human potential. So that's something that I'm currently going through today, and I'm excited to bring you all on my journey throughout this podcast and any work elsewhere beyond. So a little bit about this podcast. The Mental Insights Podcast is really aimed to bring awareness to the fields of mental health, drug addiction, and homelessness. And really, these are three topics that I think all coincide together and offer a lot of valuable insight throughout what's currently going on throughout the world, and as well the potentials that we have to offer support and guidance to anyone out there that is struggling with these issues, whether it be one of your own issues or whether it be someone around you. This podcast will provide insight into how to handle and face these problems head on, and this will be provided through personal experiences that I'll interview people who have dealt with these issues. As well, I'll provide simple episodes that'll provide different statistics, different ways that people use any type of activities or resources out there currently today to firsthand attack these problems. And as well, I'm going to interview top researchers within these fields that can hopefully provide some more insight on what's going on in these fields and how we are going to combat these issues firsthand in the world. So basically, I just wanted to provide some statistics just to kind of allow you guys to become aware of these issues and get you to start thinking about how prevalent these issues are, and it's really around people that you can see every day. So in terms of mental health and mental illness, approximately 1 in 5 adults in the U.S. and I believe throughout worldwide as well, the statistic has grown to 1 in 5 that they experience a mental illness in a given year. So out of every 5 people that you see or experience today, at least one of them is struggling with mental illness within a given year. And that is provided by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And, that's a pretty alarming rate that so sufficiently someone is struggling with those issues. 1 in 5. Keep that in mind. And then when we speak about drug addiction, the National Institute on Drug Abuse came out with a report in 2018 that said the abuse of tobacco, alcohol, and illicit drugs is costly to our nation, exacting more than $740 billion annually in costs related to crime, lost work productivity, and healthcare. So $740 billion based off of really abusing any type of substances that are within our opportunity and availability today. So it's definitely a costly problem, and it's causing a lot of healthcare issues throughout the world today. And then in terms of homelessness, that you can see throughout major cities that have really become more prevalent throughout the cost of living. There's been many reports about the cost of living throughout major cities being inexpensible for people to live off one income, let alone two. So there's really a lot of opportunity for homelessness to happen throughout just the United States, but as well throughout the whole entire world as well. And just throughout the United States, the End Homelessness organization actually provided this report in 2017 that they identified over 500,000 people, 553,000 people were experiencing homelessness in 2017. So, as you can see, these are all three prevalent conversations and topics that need to be addressed, and there's a lot of growth within these fields that we need to start handling pretty rapidly and sufficiently as soon as we can. So these are, three things that I believe offer a lot of insight and value into our world, and I think that we can combat this issue very prevalently through a lot of resources that we can begin providing people, you, the audience, to really start facing these problems firsthand and learning the ways that we can really reduce a lot of the abuse that's happening within these fields. So I really want to thank you all for listening thus far, and I'll be releasing a podcast episode soon, so please stay tuned. I will post all links below how you can find and access the podcast, as well as other resources that I'm going to be providing you all. So you can find me on social media at CutuliB on Twitter and Instagram, and through Facebook you can find me at Brendan Cutuli. My website is launched at brendancutuli.com, and my organization Metamorphosis can be found at metamorphosis.org, and I'll have all these links below. So I'd really like to thank you all for being here with me today, and I'm excited to start and kick off this journey with you all, and I really look forward to the future. And if you guys have any ideas of who I can interview for episodes, please comment, and I hope you all enjoy this the beginning of something very large within the Mental Insights podcast. Thank you.